Hi, Natalie. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. How about yourself, Kat?
Not too bad, thank you. Now, I've got to share this out.
Yeah.
Something I have to do.
Okay. Okay. That sounds good. Thank you.
That's okay.
Yep.
I know you go. I'll leave you with your show.
Oh,
You've got to go.
okay.
And yeah, thank you, Natalie.
Thank you. So thanks everybody for coming on tonight. If you could definitely, if you're watching, please let me know that you're here. Just chat away. We're going to chat. We also have some readings as well that you can take advantage of for 1997. It's so cool because you can bring yourself, you can bring your pet on the video with me, on the audio, or just in the comments. Either way is just fine. Hi, Michelle, Australia. Oh, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming on. Again, if anybody would like to have a reading, it's you can click the Buy Now PayPal link in the description and click away, and we can get you live on here for a reading. 1997, such a great deal. But if you have any topics that you're interested in, I will introduce myself. Hi, Leanna. I am a psychic medium. I am a pet psychic, and I'm an animal communicator, and a whole bunch of other stuff too. I do a lot. But as a psychic medium, I can connect with, as a psychic, I can connect and give you guidance, talk about past, present, future. But also, as a medium, I can connect to loved ones that have passed, to friends that have passed. As a pet psychic, I also can connect with past, I guess maybe a pet medium, I guess, if you call it, but a pet psychic, connect with pets that have crossed over. Also, connect with your pets that are still here. Maybe they're having some behavior things going on, different things like that. And usually, it's something where when we communicate with them, we can really find out what is going on with them, sometimes health issues. I also am a Reiki master teacher, so I do Reiki, energy healing on people and pets. And it's funny because Reiki is not just about working with the energy of just people and pets, but it's about working with energy in general. So it's really interesting. You can really tell a difference. One thing I wanted to tell you is when somebody has a Reiki session done, it's not always about healing, like all of a sudden they don't have what they had anymore. But if they do have something that's life-threatening, or if they're close to passing, whether it's people or pets, then what happens is it eases that. So it works, Reiki works where it needs to work to help with healing. And so whatever that means, and it's not for me to say I'm doing that for that. I mean, I can say that, but the Reiki, the energy from Creator goes where it needs to go. So, just a little tidbit about that. So let's see. Well, hello, Leanna. I'm glad you just came to say hello. That is wonderful. Let's see. When will you sell your house? Well, thank you for sharing. We're doing live readings. Not really many. They're really substantial readings. 1997. So please click on that link that it says PayPal Buy Now link, and we can get you in the studio so you can come on the video with me. We can discuss, maybe it's, will my house sell? What is my career? What is how's my pet? What's going on with my pet? You can bring your pet on the live video with you. So that's pretty amazing in itself. And I connect with energy. So if you are doing, a lot of people will want to send me a picture of their pet or whatever. But honestly, I don't need any information about your pet whatsoever. I don't need a picture. I don't even need a name or anything. I connect with the energy through love and light, the creator, and that's how I communicate. That is how I work and pass healing on to from the creator, from the universe to the person, the pet, the situation. That's the neat thing about Reiki too, is that it can also heal situations, heal past traumas. And this works on a DNA level. So it's not just about, we have a tendencies, too many of us, is to look at the physical world we live in and think that we are completely stuck in this physical world where we're going to work, doing the same thing over and over again. I challenge you to change your mindset about your life. Change your mindset about what you want for yourself, what you want for your life, where you see yourself. Imagine yourself already being where you want to be, having what you want. The more that you think that you have to wish for something, or that it's too far within your reach, you're telling yourself, I can't reach it. So imagine it being right in your hands. You can see it, you can feel it, all of that stuff. So, hi, Susan. Oh, thanks for sharing, Susan. I appreciate it. You have a great night too, okay? Oh, by the way, I did forget to say that if you subscribe, you can also, you can do that, subscribe on YouTube, since we're on YouTube, and you can also subscribe on Facebook. And when you do, you get a free spin on the prize wheel, and everybody wins something. And it's free to subscribe. So what are you waiting for? I hope you do that. Hi, Aquarius. I love your name. So I wanted to tell you, did you realize that this year, we talk about the 60s and the dawning of the age of Aquarius, but this year it happens again. The dawning of the age of Aquarius. So it's pretty cool. So some good vibes I'm feeling there, So hey to you too. So I gotta mention to you guys on what I usually end up doing is if you can catch me on Online Psychics Live website as well. So if you're interested in scheduling a reading, you can do that as well. So just go to the reading room and find me there. You can book a reading there, or you can take advantage of the 1997 reading where you can go on live with me, video, audio. So please take advantage of that. It's a great opportunity to get some clarity, to get some clarity into maybe some future things, clarity into a relationship, clarity for your pets. How are they feeling about everybody being on quarantine? Are they loving it, or they're not loving it? Are there behaviors that are happening with your pet because of being on quarantine? Who knows, right? But it's definitely a possibility for sure. So one thing that I noticed that a lot of people can take advantage of is, if you have a topic that you're interested in finding out about your intuition, about UFOs, I don't care. I'm up for any conversation tonight. In fact, I invite it. It's be very interesting to see what's on your mind tonight. we have so much stuff going on around us. Energy is, this shifting from 3D to 5D, and how this shift is kind of funny because it's happening like a wave, it's like a wave. And we shift from one to the other seamlessly sometimes, and we don't even realize it. But one minute, you can be trying to, getting after the kids to do something, and the next minute it feels like you're in la la land, and you're kind of feeling this different connection. And that has a lot to do with the shifting from the 3D to the 5D. So I don't know if any of you have been feeling those shifts. We are, let's see, we have, is that today or tomorrow? I don't know. I think it's a Capricorn lunar eclipse. And it's interesting. I listened to someone that does a wealth astronumerologist, and she's very into talking about that so many things with numerology right now related to the number 13. And the number 13 has a lot to do with the divine feminine. So a lot of women probably finding their power right now, because it really is about the male energy. That whole thing is shifting. And if you've noticed, the male energy does seem to be kind of not equal to the feminine right now. The energy, there's a difference there. I'm not sure if I'm making that clear, because I'm not even sure if I understand what I just said necessarily, but it's kind of interesting how that energy can really make a difference with what we are doing. Hi, Kat.
Hi, it's quiet, isn't it?
It is quiet. Oh my goodness. That's okay. That's okay. We have somebody from Australia, and we have Leanna, who I think was on the last time, and Aquarius. I love that name. Is that Aquarius? If you're still on, is that your real first name? I'm just curious. Hello, I am Abby. Is that correct? Oh, you're coming from New York. We are doing readings tonight. It's $19.97 for a live reading via video or audio or in the comments. So it's a great deal for sure. And you can also subscribe for free, and you get a free spin on the prize wheel as well. So it is really, it's a really great thing, actually. It's a really great thing. So with so many, we're talking about the divine feminine, the number 13, there's, everything is about, it really does come down to science. And people, I always thought for a long time, I'm like, science and this, they don't really coincide, but I was so wrong. So wrong. And it's so funny because people who are non-believers, people can believe what they want. That is completely fine with me. But I've learned that what we do is explained with science, how the universe works and how it pertains to someone who is a psychic, medium, whatever. It really does all kind of coincide. So, oh, Leanna, that's great. I'd love to hear what you won. Kat, I don't know if Kat saw that or not. You spun the wheel and you won. What did you win? I'm so anxiously awaiting. We have some good prizes on there. That's for sure. Myself and my little animals here are waiting to see what you won. Can't you tell? Can't you tell by the looks on their faces? I think they're begging for food, but Uh, and I will tell you guys, while we're waiting for Leanna to tell us what she won, I will tell you that this past week I did a session on a 15-year-old doggy who has a lot of issues that are starting, and some that, you know, I mean, that's a long life. It's for a smaller dog, but overall doing pretty well considering some of the issues that she has. But it always is so wonderful to be able to connect with the pets and to do Reiki on the pets. It's just amazing. And so I'm very connected to animals anyway. Okay. So yesterday I was talking to my sister on the phone, and my cat was sitting near our door, and there is a screen at the bottom of the door. And I looked out the screen, and all of a sudden there's this hummingbird right in front of my cat. And I'm like, oh, this is not good. But the hummingbird was there, and then it went away. And then I remembered that I hadn't refilled my hummingbird feeder. I felt bad for a second. I'm like, okay, I got to do that. Well, not even like 5 minutes later, there was a squirrel that sat right up on the deck, right across from the cat. And I thought, oh, now we've got a big problem. But we didn't. The squirrel just kind of looked in for a second and popped away. So lots of animals yesterday. 2 woodpeckers that were eating out of my suet feeders. So it's always fun. And a black cat. Nobody get weirded out by that. I actually feel like they're good luck. So, you know, my cat though did pretty well. I think she's curious about the outside. So having that screen on the bottom of the door gives her an outlet to kind of think she's outside, kind of exploring a little. But I'm not sure if she really would like it out there. The reason I say that is when we got her, she had already been declawed. So she has no claws. She has no way of protecting herself. So, yeah, and we live in a busy area. So not a good idea to have an outside cat in those situations. Obviously, it would be nice to live way in the country where I could just let my cat roam outside all the time, wherever she wants to go, but just not the case, unfortunately. So I don't know if you guys have animals, and if you live in the country, live in the city, how that works for you. So, oh, great, Leanna. Kat will have to explain about that. You won free 15 minutes. I'm not sure if you have to, if that's something you have to purchase or you just get the 15 minutes. Kat will have to let us know about that because I'm not sure. Did it say, Leanna? Let's see, but it's with the purchase of a 30 or 60-minute reading. Okay, gotcha. I thought it could be, but, and that doesn't have to be just with me. It could be with Kat. It could be with any of the other psychics, readers on the website. So congratulations. That's a pretty 15, adding 15 minutes can make a big difference. That is for sure. Because, you know, for a long time, I thought doing 30-minute readings, I was like, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like enough time. And then Spirit came in and told me, they're like, what do you know? You know, they're like, what do you know? 30 minutes, that if that's what they want, that's what they need, that's what they'll get, and they will get the information that they need. So, you know, that's the thing about doing this is I try to let go of, you know, granted, it's an exchange of energy. Money is energy, but it's not about the money. I want you guys to know that. Yeah, we come on and say, you know, 1997 readings, but I will tell you, every single one of us who's a member of Online Psychics Live, Kat included, all of us, we will give you a reading that will make a difference in your life, because we want to connect with you on a level so that it's going to be healing. It's going to put you on a future path that is going to be something that is positive and uplifting. So that is something that you can definitely count on with all of us. So Leanna, whenever you're ready to use that, go for it, because you're gonna get an awesome reading for sure. So, but of course, let's see, 315. But I think if it's if I purchase. Yeah, I think it is. So you purchase a 30-minute one, and then you'll be able to actually get 45 minutes total. So that's not bad. I know there are a few just free ones, and who knows how those come up, but that's pretty good right there. So let's see. If you're watching, please feel free to pop on and join us in a conversation. Come on, you guys, wake up. I had to stay awake. You need to stay awake. Sometimes right before I do this, I feel like I could go to sleep, and then I get on here and I'm like, okay. It's like I get this second wind. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but it's like, oh my gosh, it's like, this is, it's pretty exciting to be able to connect with all of you. It really means a lot to me, because, if we can connect on any kind of level, and like I said, if you guys have a topic that you want to talk about, UFOs, we could talk about ley lines, we could talk about Egypt, Machu Picchu, we could talk about, let's see, what else? Nikola Tesla. Yeah, Leanne, I think that probably is what it says. That makes sense. If you have a question though, you can ask Kat about it, and I'm sure that she can help you out with that, okay? So let's see. What else can we talk about? I saw an article about pets that, people were asking about how they were doing in quarantine with their owners and stuff like that. That is a very good one too. Let's see. I would love to purchase, but I'm broke until, well, we'll be here. No hurry. Things will come when they're supposed to come. So you just don't worry about that. Here's what you do. You see yourself already having money. And yeah, it may not come till then, but who knows? I got to tell you guys, I was going through my bank account today, and I was just checking to make sure that something was withdrawn, that I had it set to withdraw. And when I did, all of a sudden I was like, there's an extra like $82 in there. I'm like, $82 is not a huge amount, but it's a good amount. And I said, thank you, universe. Thank you, creator. Yeah, so just when it comes, then you can get a reading. No worries there. No worries there at all, okay? So just, I think that lasts for quite a while. So even in the first is not that far away, okay? I do appreciate, again, everybody coming on. Those of you who are on YouTube and those on Facebook, thanks for jumping on and being a part of the show tonight. What do you guys, how's your summer starting off? Do you guys have plans? Are you going on vacation? How are you feeling about everything? Are you feeling fearless? Are you feeling excited? How are you feeling right now in general? Hi there, Stephen. Thanks for coming on. We are doing readings tonight. They're $19.97 for a reading where you can come on with me on video. You can actually come on an audio, or we can chat in the comments to do your reading. That would be amazing. if you'd like, Stephen, if you would like to get a reading, it says live mini readings, but they're not mini. They're not small. They're not short. And they are impactful. They can really help change your life. And it's a great opportunity to connect for a very good price. So I encourage you guys to click that PayPal Buy Now link and come on the video with me. It's really, really something that it can change your life. In fact, I will tell you a little story. Hi, Angie. I'll tell you a little story about a man that passed and was very good friends with someone close to me. And he literally just passed like a week ago. Literally, like a week ago. And he has come through. And it's amazing that he can connect so strongly. It's like he's sitting right next to me. And it's like I can sit and have a conversation, literally. Like if it was just me and I'm sitting here and he's sitting here, it would be a conversation. So this person that's close to me, I did a reading for her, and unbelievable. And it also validates for me too that, as a reminder, the connection we have is so real. The only difference is they're not in the physical world the same way that they were. They still are. We can only see so much because our eyes physically limit us, but they are still around us, and they still influence what happens to us and around us in this physical world. And to see that happen firsthand, very strongly, I'm telling you, it does change your life, and it does give you this amazing thing to share with all of you. Leanna, you say that same thing happened to me yesterday. Oh, really? Oh, wow. See, I'm telling you. And right now, one thing that's really important to understand is the veil is thin. What I'm talking about, it's like I was saying earlier about the 3D and the 5D dimensions, fifth dimension, third dimensional kind of stuff. The veil between those is very thin. So it can all, and we have, I don't know how esoteric you guys want to get, but we have so many timelines, which means choices. There's a version of us running about, like, I don't know, they're telling me 5 different timelines. So some of those are intermingling back and forth. And the thing is, guess what? Your soul is participating in all of them. So that's what I'm saying. You can create reality for yourself. And so you can integrate so much into your reality. Does that make sense to you guys? It's just an amazing thing. So, but that's one thing that that connection, Leanna, you said you had that sort of thing happen. That connection was beyond amazing. It would give someone absolutely no doubt in the afterlife. And for us to be able to get up every day and to realize that we are here, and we're here for a reason. We're here because we are supposed to love each other. We are supposed to, get out of our own way, get out of our own heads. Because the more that we stay in there and we get trapped in our own crap, it's not good for us. we're supposed to be here, be happy, help each other, be loving, be compassionate. And the thing is, not everybody is at that same point. So you have to learn how to deal with it and not take all that junky, yucky stuff on, because it just drags you down. So, you can do things to help raise your vibration, to clear away the yucky, mucky mud and gunk and all that stuff. You can do those things to help raise your vibration, ground yourself, walk out there on the grass, let the sun hit your face, just enjoy the nature, music, solfeggio frequencies, music that the monks used to create, that they would do their chanting and all of that. It's all about, our animals help ground us, all of that. So it's pretty amazing. It really is. See how I can start talking about one thing and then totally go off onto another subject. I used to work in radio. I was a DJ. And so you had to learn how to, I can't even think of the word now, improvise. You had to learn how to talk. And I will tell you, if you met me on a personal level, you would be like, she doesn't talk that much. That's because I talk a lot, a good amount of the time. When I was in radio, I used to talk so much. Like I would be on the air for like a 4 or 5 hour shift, and I would be talking the whole time. So by the time I would get home, guess who didn't want to talk? Guess who didn't want to talk on the phone? And that would be me. So, and now I find I do more talking than when I was on the radio a good amount of the time. So, let's bring up a subject. We'll talk about, anything like that. But thank you guys so much for coming on and coming into my world tonight. I'd like to think that I'm coming into your world. And I sure hope I'm going to send you guys all some healing vibes. And, I'm hoping that you guys are making through everything okay, that everybody is moving forward in a positive way, the best you can, because I really feel like the rest of this year, there may be people who are going to have times when they may struggle a little bit, but keep the faith, because I'm telling you, this is going to turn out to be the beginning of some really great things. And I almost say I want to promise you that. So just keep the faith, keep the positivity going, because I really think it can make a difference for you. So if anyone is interested in a reading with your cutie pie pet, you can get them on video. Just hit the PayPal Buy Now link, $19.97 for a live video reading, a live audio reading, or we can chat in the comments. It's such a great, awesome deal. The link is in the description, so please feel free. And I believe that's in the description as well on YouTube, and then also on Facebook. So don't forget to subscribe. That's free to do. And then you get a free spin on the prize wheel. So it's pretty cool. But my favorite thing is, I got to tell you, is doing the live video readings, because they are just so amazing to, whether it's with people or with pets, to connect in that way. It really is truly amazing. So, and I'm being told the message that I need to send to you guys. Oh, wow. Hold on for a sec. I'll answer Leanna in a second. I don't want to lose my train of thought, but they're telling me, excuse me, I got to take a drink here. I'm an iced tea. So they're telling me, make sure right now that you guys are all drinking plenty of water, because it's so important right now to keep our bodies hydrated. with all the energetic changes. It's sort of like when you go get a massage and they say, you know, they're moving your bodily fluids, you know, energetically around. And I forget, I think it is lactic acid. I may be wrong about that. Don't quote me, but when they're doing that, it changes your energy. And so you need to keep yourself hydrated. With all the energy changes now just in the world, we need to do that. We need water. We need to keep drinking. We need to make sure our pets are doing the same thing too. So Leanna says she was checking her statement and saw there was $36 added to her card and was like, no way. See, that's awesome. That is really cool. See, I'm telling you, see things already happening to you. And the way things are coming through, and the way that things are being attracted to us is almost like no time at all. It depends on what it is, you know, but maybe not. Don't be afraid for what you want to ask for what you want to bring into your awareness, okay? That's very, very important. But yeah, I got to tell you guys, when I'm doing any kind of channeling, and this happens all the time to me, especially in the last probably 6 months, when I'm doing a show like this or anything, my body heats up. It's like, you know, people always say, do you get chills when spirits are? Well, kind of, yes. But when I'm channeling and things like that, I heat up just like a furnace. So it's kind of weird. Everybody is different. But yeah, so let's see. Just want to make sure I haven't missed anything. It is so great to have you guys on. If you're watching, please let us know where you're at, where you're watching from, what you're up to, any topics that you're interested in discussing. But I'm not an expert of. Here's the thing. I know a little about a lot of things, and some things I know more about. So, you know, I would love to see if you guys are what you're interested in, topics that you're interested in. And if you're interested in a reading, then please click the link and we'll do it for you. Oh, Steve in Canada. What part of Canada? Montreal? Growing up, my family took a trip to Canada and we went to Montreal, and it was in the wintertime. It was like, can we go in a time of the year that wasn't winter? Oh, it is Montreal. Well, isn't that funny? Oh my goodness. Yep, that's where we went. And I might be pronouncing this wrong, but the Notre Dame Basilica, that was beautiful. That was so beautiful. I wish at the time that I had spoken French, but no. Nope, not so much. But that is a beautiful city, for sure. Excuse me. So if you guys, again, shoot a topic out there. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. We've got like 15 minutes, and anybody wants a reading, we can do a reading. But oh, is that where Stephen says Celine Dion got married there? Oh my gosh, I did not know that. That is a beautiful place. That is like, oh my gosh. And everybody's going to have to look it up, you know, Google it later or whatever. But oh my gosh, it's a beautiful, beautiful place. Ah, wow. Wow. So, you guys, topics. What do we want to talk about? Just let me know. Just let me know. Has anybody been having Okay, I will say this is something that's been happening to me. And I don't know if it's been happening to you guys or not, but speak up if it is, because you're not alone. I am not afraid to talk about the weird stuff. So out of the blue one day, we live in an area where the homes, they could be further apart. I'll just say that. So one day I went out in my yard and it had been a storm, and I was picking up branches that came off the tree. And I looked over, and there was this kind of weirdly shaped triangle-ish kind of piece of concrete, or it wasn't a rock, but it was like some kind of concrete. And it wasn't extremely heavy, but it was fairly heavy. And it was just laying in the yard. And I was like, how in the world did that get there? Well, here's what I want to say that's weird is that, so I remember I put it near where my little garden area is. And so this morning I was looking out my door on my deck, and I could have sworn that I saw that triangle-ish shaped concrete sitting upright on my deck. And I looked again and I was like, what? And I looked out there and I went out there, wasn't even there. And so we were talking about the timeline thing. Who knows? I don't even know where that came from. It couldn't have fallen off anything. That's still a mystery, and I'm bound and determined to solve it. I just need to get Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys on it. Hello, Alicia. Thanks for popping on. Nice to see you. So anyway, all kinds of weird stories. I've had weird stories where I've lost time. I have extremely odd dreams, but I have learned that I can guide my dreams. So in my dreams, if I'm trying to find out something, I will ask questions in my dream. It's really unusual. I mean, I have regular dreams that I go, oh, what does that mean? But then I have dreams that are like continuous. It seems like continuously happening. And, you know, not to be weird, but if I have to go to the restroom in my dream, I wake up and I have to go to the restroom in like real life. So it's very interesting, my dreams. But that's a great topic right there. The dreams. Like, you know, sometimes your dreams could even be like out-of-body experiences. I've been watching this show called The 4400, which I know it was on a while ago, but some of them I just kind of like, oh, that seems like The Returned. That seems like this. But that is an interesting show too, about people who are abducted, different things like that. So, you know, our dream states, abduction, you know, some amazingly weird topics. But what do you guys all think? I will tell you my opinion. I truly believe we have been extraterrestrials, or if you want to say beings from other worlds, I believe have been here for centuries. They know how. They communicate psychically. They can communicate the way we do. They can look the way we do. I believe that we're kidding ourselves if we think that they're not here and that they haven't been here. There are some actual paintings from back in the time of like Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci that have actual spacecraft in the picture, because that's what they saw, so they painted it. And how we don't interpret that as what it is, I mean, it's a little strange. But you'll see all those things, you know, and then you go back to, how were the pyramids built? How did they do that? Really, how did they do that? So, I'm a big fan of Ancient Aliens and all of that stuff, and not just the pyramids in Egypt, but we're talking about all the pyramids in different parts of the world. And that, I guess, would include Stonehenge, not pyramids, but how did they get those babies up? I mean, really, they had to travel. I mean, they had to travel a little ways, but how did, there are some engineering things that explain some of it, but definitely not all of it. So, who knows? But I'm always curious about that. I'm one of these people that I have a subscription to Gaia, Gaia, and because I like watching the weird stuff like Cosmic Disclosure. I'm a big fan of George Norrie and Art Bell before he passed away. So, yeah. So interesting. So interesting. And, I've had an experience once too that I remember I did not feel good and I kind of had a headache or whatever. We had some friends that were going to be coming over and I decided that I wanted to lay down. I told my husband, I said, I have got to lay down. My head is killing me. And so I laid down in our room on our bed. And when I was laying there, I felt like, how like you get like kind of stung or something bites you like a bug or something. I am not a good bug person. Something like that happens. I am right out of the bed looking about what it is and where it is and getting it off of me. Well, so I had this happen where I felt this little pinch on the middle of my arm, like where you give blood, like, whoops, I do it like right there, right? And so the weird thing is that I felt it, but I did not react to it. Like I couldn't move my body. It was like I was there, but I wasn't there. And so what ended up, oh gosh, you're funny. I think try looking in your ear maybe. Anyway, so I felt this thing kind of pinch at me and I was there, but I wasn't there. And then all of a sudden it was like I heard kids running around me, making some noise, stuff like that. And then later on, I found that I had fallen asleep and I woke up and I asked my husband, I said, did they bring the kids with them? And he was like, no. So I was like, okay, well, something is going on here. I clearly heard kids. So there's all kinds of things like that happen with our mind. And so, those experiences, they are real. When you have it, you're not going crazy. There are experiences like that. So it's the kind of thing where don't be too hard on yourself when you have them and you're trying to figure out, what is actually happening to you. Sometimes you're not going to get answers immediately. Sometimes it just takes time, and it's about coming into your awareness. So that definitely takes time, and they will try different ways to do that. There are good beings and there are bad beings, just like people, right? So just know that you have to keep shining your light brightly because that's what squashes out the negativity and the darkness. Is whatever you do, you wake up in the morning, you plant those feet on the ground, and you just know that I am taking on this day. I am shining my light bright no matter what. Don't let anybody push you down, So that's the biggest thing when you get up every day. Life is definitely not easy, but take it day by day. Do the best you can. put out there the best energy that you can. And that is really all you can do. Hi, Charles. If anybody is interested in a reading, we have just a little bit more time, but you can get on for $19.97, a great price for a live reading. You can do it on the video. You can do it on audio or in the chat. Just click the link in the description and you can get on with me tonight. Also, you can subscribe for free to get a free spin on the prize wheel, and everybody wins something. Leanna won something earlier, so it's a great opportunity for sure. So as we're kind of getting ready to close out the show, keep in mind that if you are interested in a reading, you can also go to our website, onlinepsychics.live, and myself, Kat, we have so many other psychics and readers and mediums. People have all different kinds of talents and everything that you can definitely, if you need help with relationships, pregnancy, I mean, you name it. There are people, psychics, readers, mediums that can help as well. So please check that out too.
Hi,
Hey,
Natalee.
Kat. Hi, Kat.
Thank you for your show.
Oh, thank you so much. I was very talkative tonight.
That's good. It was a good show.
Thank you. I thank everybody for coming on. That was, it's great to have people from all over, Australia and Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, you guys. It's been nice having you on. Thank you.
Thanks, Natalee. This has been On Psychics Live, and we will be back soon with another show. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.